Hi everyone, and thanks for tuning in for this week's guidance videos. For the week of the 11th of March through to Friday the 15th of March. I wanted to say a very big thank you to Claire Allen. I actually got to meet her in person yesterday, and I was very lucky to have received a cranial healing from her, which was awesome. I could actually feel the energy as it was moving through and shifting from my head to my toes, and I really actually got some quite significant insights during that treatment as well. So that was really awesome. And what I also received from her was a light language healing. Now, I don't know if you're aware of what light language is, and I was going to have a description, I guess, that I could give to you, but I was then guided that I don't need to give a description. If it's something that you are ready for at this time, then you will actually find over the coming weeks that there will be a lot of information that will come to you about light language, especially healing and activation. And I know even for myself, just over the last probably month, there's things have been coming up on Facebook. I've been receiving emails from different organisations that I am with, so that I can listen to spiritual gurus, I guess. And so there's been quite a few. Judy Satori is amazing, of course, and this is really neglectful of me, but I can't remember all of the names of the other people that I've listened to in the last couple of weeks. But it is a really phenomenal form of healing, and when you hear it, it just resonates throughout all of the cells in your body, and it's just beautiful, very magical. So if you are one of the people that are meant to be guided to this, then you'll definitely do the research. I do know that Judy Satori does have on her website, she actually has free healings that you can listen to. So that's a good starting point if you're wanting a starting point. The other thing that I wanted to talk about was we often find ourselves in situations where we don't feel comfortable, or we feel that our energy is being overly depleted, so more so than what we would normally be accustomed to. And we may also feel just uncomfortable. And my daughter gave me an awesome insight today. Really, who says that you can't just get up and leave from somewhere if you don't feel comfortable? Where is it written that you have to stay and persevere, I guess, if you're in a situation that makes you feel really uncomfortable, drains your energy, and is not in alignment with, I guess, where you're at in your life? So that was a really good insight for me to have today, because you know what? Really, if you're not, it's only us that have the power to change anything about ourselves or our situations. So if we're in a situation that doesn't feel right, if it doesn't feel comfortable, and if it feels that your energy is being overly drained, then it is well and truly within your right to just gracefully remove yourself from the situation and surround yourself with people that know you, people that love you, or even if it's just to take some time out in nature or to hang out, which is where I love to hang out, is in here. This is my soul, this is my heart center of my life, my world, my house, really. So it was a really good lesson for me to see that insight about myself, because I actually had quite a bit of difficulty. I was in a space that I didn't really feel comfortable in, and that was nobody's fault. And just this sense of obligation that, you just need to persevere. So it's a really good lesson to learn that no, you don't. You can choose to remove yourself from that situation. You can always go back to it, because I know without a doubt there will be something about myself. There's something within myself that was being reflected that would have made me feel uncomfortable in the first place. So I'm well aware that there is some self-work for me to do, and I love and approve of myself is definitely the mantra that I'm using today. I also wanted to talk about, there has been a lot of shifts happening with all of the lunar and solar eclipses that we've been having. And if you're interested at all on the frequencies of the planet and the shift in consciousness that is occurring, you know, where there's been a lot of talk about 3D, 4D, and then fifth dimensional. And so I guess, or ascension really, and ascension Reiki has been something that's really shifted my life as well as regular meditation in the last 2 years. But I guess it's the physical effects. You know, I feel like I've got a cold right now, but I don't have a cold. So I know that there are some energetic shifts that are occurring within me at this time. And so I'm listening to my body, as in removing myself from a situation I didn't feel great in, and just chilling out and not expecting too much of myself, because when we put pressure on ourselves, that's when our body goes into resistance. And as I've said before, what you resist persists. So I really feel that the energy of this week is to really go with the flow, to be gentle with ourselves, and just accept and acknowledge that we're doing the best that we can with what we have right now. Because we do get caught up and we do put a lot of pressure on ourselves, and it's perfectly okay to not achieve anything today. At the end of the day, in the biggest scheme of everything, if you achieve nothing today, what does it really matter? Who is it impacting and who is it going to hurt? So as long as you're not harming anybody, and as long as you're not harming yourself, then sometimes it's okay just to have a complete chill out day and not cross anything off your list. It's totally acceptable and highly recommended to do occasionally. Anyway, so for Monday and Tuesday this week, we have purification. I love this. Purification, which is white Tara. Look at that. She's just beautiful. And so what I'm feeling with purification for Monday and Tuesday is really for us to be mindful of where we're at, really be listening to our bodies and what our bodies are telling us. Notice the energies that shift around you. And the purification also is about drinking lots of water so that you can flush and help flush any toxins that are released into your body if you've been doing any healing work or meditation. And that's an important thing too. If you do regular meditation, it's important to continue to flush those toxins out of the body, because when we do meditation, obviously we need to be doing more meditation on Monday and Tuesday. When we do meditate, it gives us the opportunity for our bodies to relax. We cease the production of the stress hormone, cortisol. I think I've said that right. And it really just allows your body to relax, and it allows your body to release anything that you've been holding on to. So if you have been doing a regular meditation practice, that's awesome. Keep up the fluids. But if you haven't, I'm just being guided that part of the purification is to bring yourself back into awareness, bringing yourself back into awareness of your thoughts and your actions, and are you actually working for what's for your highest good? So they're all forms of purification. I feel also too, actually, they're just bringing into me as well, that this could be a time for you, and it could actually come up Monday or Tuesday, where you'll just have this flash of insight. You'll be in a situation and there'll be some particular people around you who are quite negative, and you're just going to get this insight that, you know what, I really need to limit the time that I'm spending around these people. Or if I'm going to spend time around these people, then I need to be doing some pre-help work for myself before I'm around them. And that can be putting protection around yourself, asking Archangel Michael to put protection around you so that the negative energies of people around you aren't affecting you. But I really do feel that you will actually just have this, it's like that light bulb moment of, wow, okay, this particular situation here right now is part of the purification that I need to do. And if I can't completely remove it, well then I can limit. And if I can't limit, then I need to be really mindful of what I'm doing for myself, and making sure that I'm consciously aware of my thoughts and my reactions because all that we can control are how we react and how we feel. So it's about bringing that awareness back to self and how we're reacting in our own situations to other situations. Just dropped all the cards. Okay, so for Wednesday and Thursday, nurture yourself. Beautiful. So what I'm really feeling with that, and this has been coming up a fair bit lately, and it's not a coincidence that it keeps coming up. We are so ruled by everything outside of ourselves that we actually have forgotten that we are a spiritual being living a life temporarily in a physical body. So with the nurturing yourself, it's that bringing it back to the heart center, bringing your connection back to self. You know, I love and approve of myself. I'm doing the best that I can right now. Coming home from work, if you can't avoid being in a stressful workplace, well then come home from work at the end of the day, run yourself a nice hot bath and play some relaxing music, light some candles. Guys, you can do this as well. And really take time out for yourself. And I guess too, as teachers, whether that's an aunt or an uncle or a parent or a teacher, when we do these things, when we live from a place of self-nurturing, you instantly are calmed, you actually change the physiology of your body, and because we are all energy, you actually impact the people around you. So when you are taking time to nurture yourself, you're actually teaching the people around you through your actions that it's important that they are mindful of where they're at, who they are, and that they have some form of a connection to something, whether it's the angels, whether it's a higher power, source, God, whatever you call it, nature, Mother Nature, Gaia, whatever you say, Buddha, they're all the same names for the one energy. So it's just about really nurturing yourself and making sure that you're okay. Because when you're okay, everyone else is then okay. But not only that, when you're making sure that you're okay, you have the energy then to assist other people that might need you. And so there's no point us, or we can't physically help other people if we're so depleted of energy that we've got nothing. And then if we're giving those resources, well then that's not going to be a positive interaction for the person that you're attempting to assist or for yourself. So I'm listening to that because I really feel this week there are some big shifts that are occurring, and I really feel that it's a time to just slow down a bit. I feel like it's a time to just, you know what, instead of having 10 things on your to-do list, cut it back to 5. If you can cut it back to 3 and then add to it in the day, if you manage to achieve that, that's awesome. A little bit of reverse psychology on yourself works wonders. But yeah, it's really about clearing yourself of negative thought processes, clearing your energies, even clearing yourself from negative situations, and then giving yourself the nourishment that you require from yourself. Okay, so for Friday, priorities. Oh, this is a perfect way to tie it up. Priorities is awesome. Okay, so really at the end of the day, what are your priorities? Now, I know for myself, my values in the last 5 years have shifted. And, you know, for me, my priorities are really about, okay, what are the things that I need to do in my day to start my day to ensure that I'm in the best possible frame of mind, physically, emotionally, and mentally, so that when I'm asked by Spirit to do any form of work, whether it's with my family or, you know, whether it's with clients, it's just ensures that I'm in the right place. I'm fully present. I'm showing up as the best person that I can possibly be. And then that means that I can deal with whatever's given to me on that day. So I'm really feeling that Friday is the day for you'll be asked on some level, whether that's from your higher self, yourself, or even in conversation, or choices that you have to make. You actually are starting to find that some things just aren't as important as what they used to be. If 3 loads of washing aren't hang out on the line today, really, is that more important than spending some quality time with your kids? It's really about putting things into perspective, and it's really about going, okay, what is important to me in my heart? What is important to me in my heart? Because if you are living your life from a heart-centered space, then you'll be guided to all that is for your highest good, and any direction that you need to take will be shown to you. And not only that, you will have that clarity of thought and that confidence of thought through the clarity to make choices or decisions that are being asked of you this week. So anyway, I hope that you all have a wonderful week. Take care, take time out for yourself, be kind to yourself, and be gentle with those around you. You really are doing the very best that you possibly can, and that's all that anybody can ask of you. So take care, thanks for listening, and as always, love you all.